Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We're in Shapes 2 Hexagonal Mode, and we've been working on the Hexamam, which is going to allow us to make any of our randomly generated hexagonal shapes. I've done a little work off camera, and I relabeled all of these things, so position... Oh, I didn't relabel that one. These are... position. If you remember our hex here, the top right one is our northeast shape here is position 1. East shape is 2. Southeast is 3. Southwest is 4. West is 5. And northwest is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the way that works out here is this is position 1 at the bottom. Then up at the top is position 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, and 6. And that's going to come into play today. I also cleaned up these guys so we don't have the empty ramps coming in. And I cleaned up at the end of this the fluid, the liquid comes to here and ends. It doesn't continue on. The other thing I did was I went ahead and I built a thing. I built a pin shape creator, and I just literally copy pasted this from my hard mode build. And in a nutshell, all you do is you take any full shape, and this works with squares, it works with the hexes. So we're bringing this full shape that we're not using in, and we are putting it through a pin pusher. And then we're taking that and putting that through a pin pusher, taking that through a pin pusher, and then that through a pin pusher. So this ends up creating just a stack of pins. Well, we put that into a crystallizer, and we end up with a stack of crystals, which looks very pretty. All right. Then we take that stack of crystals and run that through a pin pusher, and boom, it shatters all the crystals and just leaves the pins. So now we have a full block that is just pins, just one layer. Okay, so those are coming in and are populating into this perfectly. All right, so that is good. And there we go. So those are all set. Our magenta caught up finally, so we have full colors in all of this. So we are set. So next thing I want to do is build the cutter separator. So each of these shapes that comes down that are going to be used are basically 6 times of what we need. So we're going to cut and rotate and cut and rotate and cut and rotate a bunch of times and get it to a full layer of what we need. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to put in a test shape and then send some test pieces down. What we're going to do is a flower in position 1. So a flower and red. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're just going to try to build this shape. Also, let's take a look at this. And by the way, if you're getting any value out of this or enjoying these videos, a like is super wonderful. So is a subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And if you have subscribed, I appreciate it. Oh my goodness, look at all that. That is great. Top 2% worldwide, and oh, we're so close to our first upgrade, which is 350 points. So that will be happening this episode. And that will double all of the shapes that go into the vortex. Okay, so to get a flower shape, we need to make sure that we are delivering our flower in the 3rd car. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up a single train. So that means we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're just going to take one of those guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to put in filler cars. Right? And then we're going to delete those. So we're just going to do that. And then we're going to do a single just to get some red into the machine. So it comes here, obviously doesn't pick up any of the hexes, it doesn't pick up any of the spikies, and it just picks up the last delivery of flowers. I just don't want to waste a whole bunch of junk. Nope, let's connect that. All right, and then this one, it's going to get to this flower shape, but it's already full, so nothing it can do there. Then as soon as it passes here, we're going to cut the track, because I don't want it to keep going. And same with our red. There we go. Okay, so we have delivered, and those shapes are going to come in here and go left. Right, and these ones are coming up here, and they're going to hold. Boink. Excellent. Same down here. Red is going to come in and fill this. Our shapes are going to come all the way down here. And it is 3 layers of shapes, you can see. It's going to come down here. It's going to bypass this one, bypass all of them until the last one. And this will be painted red. So I'm going to put this in here. And you know what? Let's do this. I don't necessarily want to even blast through all of these. Alright, I may regret this, but I'm going to cut those off there. Oh, looky here. That is unexpected. I'm going to use one of these guys instead of jumping. Is that the only place that happens? No, it looks like it happens here. Wow. A little troubleshooting. Well, I am very glad we saw that. The reason I'm using this jumper instead of a belt jumper is the belt launchers actually speed the product up, and I'd rather those all come in together. Which now they're running late, but they will all be together eventually. Okay, wow. That was interesting. To me, at least. Okay, so let's do this. Let's not do that. Let's do this. I'm going to leave some space just in case we need to do something with wires. In fact, let's leave one more space. Okay. Just in case we have to do this, and then I guess we could come back to that. Back to here. That'd be fine. Okay. So up here, we are then going to cut. Need 4 of those. And we're going to want everything rotated the same way. So let's do it. We're gonna do 180. That gets them all going the same way, which is great. Then we're going to want to rotate again. So we're going to do this. So everything's the same way. Now we have 2 belts. And let's take that. 3, 4. And do this. Okay. So that gives us 1 individual piece, which is great. Now again, this is cut and rotate. P1. Okay. So for this single shape to be P1, we just need to rotate it. Boom. That is now P1. Now we have these guys, which are not. Now, we're going to have to jump them out. And in dimension, we could do that. Because we'll be able to shrink this distance. Because these guys can come out, right? That's all good. Well, but here's the thing. We only need 4 of these shapes to make 4 full belts per layer. So these could be the ones we delete. Which gets us 1 full belt. These ones then are going to get extra processed. Let's go this way. And let's do this again. Then, nope. What about, oh yeah, that is beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on, this is great. All right, I'm going to come back here. Send some more through. All right, that'll be enough. Okay. So, one of these is going to come through. We might have to move everything up 1, which I didn't necessarily want to do. Because if we jump these guys out, no, we'll be fine. Yeah, We are good to go. All right, I'm also trying to keep this all on a single layer. That way it's easy to copy up, of course. And if we need to get this signal through, which I know we do, we can do this. Or I think we do. Let's take a look at this. Over here, yeah, our signal comes into the cutter. Oh, and then it's used to flush. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, yeah, so this might be a problem here. Because we may have to, I don't know. We're going to see. Hello, hello. Hey, look at that. Upgrade. No, darn it. I thought we were there. We need 350. Okay, these guys are coming in. All right, I'm going to change this. I'm going to make this one the jump. But first, let's do this. Yeah, first let's give it a rotate. And then this one, we want to give that rotate. All right, can we cut this here? I think we can. This ends up, that is the correct shape. These guys, then we just have to jump them out and give them that rotate there. So this ends up as a full belt. This ends up a full, shoot. Let's see the problem here. That ends up a full belt. 3, 4. Now we can take those and we can take these. That is 4 full belts. Okay. So that works. I don't know if it's going to work for all of them because, again, the other ones are going to need to, excuse me, you're going to need to rotate differently. Yeah, and then we're completely blocked off from this too. I think we can just go straight there. Why not? Okay. This is good. And this is just that position 1. Oh no, this is showing the whole thing. Right? Let's test that. G. Yeah, it's showing the whole thing. All right. Boop-a-doop. Oh my goodness. Woody is very excited about that. So what are we gonna do? Okay, so what's gonna happen though is that now we're gonna have to start stacking things, right? So we'll stack in twos, but we also need to see, hey, if this one doesn't have a stacker, then skip the stacker. Like if it doesn't have, for instance, if position 1 and if there's no position 6, if there is a position 1, position 6, we want to stack them together. But if there is a position 1 but no position 6, then we want to have position 1 skip the stacker. Same opposite. If there is a position 6 but not a position 1, we want position 6 to skip the stacker. Okay. Yeah. All right. But what? So the problem is that we're in close quarters, right? So do we need to like take all of this and bump it up a bit? And if we do that, we can't just use space belts because we have to send we want to send the wire signal through. I guess we don't have to. We could, you know, have another one of these guys here. It would just need to give it a twist first, or 2 twists to compensate for this and this. 2 rotates. All right. I think that's what we kind of need to do. Yeah. Okay. Let's just do it. So I'm going to bring it up by 2. This by 2. Which should give us enough room. So this will come up. Yeah. And it'll do the thing right here. Is there a matching piece? If yes, it's going to go straight through into a stacker here. If no, then it'll go off to the side and go around the stacker. Same for this. If yes, go into the stacker. If no, go around. Okay, now we can do this. So right now, every shape that gets delivered into the vortex counts as 1 unit, except for blueprint points, of course. But now every one that gets delivered counts as 2 units. And once we get to 750, they'll all count as 3 units. Okay. So, we're going to do this. Bring them all in. And that may not be right. Can we reuse this logic? Yeah. I think we just need this. Yeah, it's just this. It's basically this logic. Not null. Yeah, because this one is that not, that's equal. Yeah. Let's take this and do this. And put it right here. Yeah, so for example, this one, we would want it to come out here. Because we want this to go around. Okay. Now we need to do this whole thing, but with position 2. Which we should have, yes. We do. So let's go over here and we will add position 2, which is at the end. We're just going to say FR. Nope. Position 2 is not at the end. R. There we go. Okay, this should have released these guys. Yep. Why did it only release some of them, though? Oh, it's position 6. That is the one we want. All right. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, position 6. All right, there we are. Yeah, so that is releasing these guys. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and open that one up. Get these coming on down. Cut you off. Okay. And I'm going to paste you down here. I'm not worried about you yet. See then, yeah, these ones need rotations. Oh, that's another thing. I really hope they add a virtual counterclockwise rotator. When you look at simulated buildings, we only have a simulated rotator that is clockwise, which is annoying. Yeah, that's going to take some rotating. So we want to see position 6 here. All right. I'm going to cut you off there, because this is just doing position 1. So let's see what we need to do. Let's cut that off. Boink. Okay. So again, we will get them all rotated the same way with our clockwise. And then position 6 is going to be, if we do that. Boom, 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 boom. Right, so then throws that away, which I don't necessarily want. Womp. Okay, so this one, we're going to trash that. Then here, I'm just going to cut you off for now. Alright, just let a few in. In the meantime, I'm going to let a couple more of these through. Right, yeah, this is not what I want. Oh, but see, then it's in here, and I want this to be position 6. So these guys are going to get that. Yeah. Right. This one is already position 6. It would be position 6 if we did it the same as this. I feel like we're barreling towards chaos, which, you know, has its charms. So if these come in and do this, and they're all the same. And that is 6, yeah. All right. Yeah. So it becomes 6, and then, yeah. All right. So we can do, again, trash, just like we had. Oh, it just wants to go into the trash can. Okay, so that is good for this. That makes that one whole layer. And then these guys come in and do what? see, again, this is already good as is. And that is going to jump out to there. Yep, perfect. Okay. This is perfect as is as well. I was trying to reinvent some wheels. Okay. Deleted. So these should all come in and be in position 6. No. It's okay. So we need to correct these ones by giving them a counterclockwise rotate. Okay, perfect. All right. Now this guy, oh, this is interesting too. Because we need to actually paint this. This needs to be a red flower petal, or else it's going to go down this way every single time. All right, so yeah. Duke. So, we need a painter building. The painter building sometimes just baffles me. Painter, and then I'm going to give it an F. Yeah, that works. Okay. Right. Okay, so this is, yeah, the first one. All right, now let's go back here, and I need to differentiate these colors. I can make one of them red, one of them blue. Okay, so this one needs to be looking at, hey, is there, no, because you know what, I don't know that we do need to paint this. So this really needs to be looking at, does blue exist? Whereas this one needs to be saying, hey, does red exist? And I'm just gonna copy this on over there. As is. Okay. And all right. So to get this one to be blue, we need to do some rotations. Yeah. Is that it? Okay. So when it sees this, I want both of these to go through. This can be zeroed out. Okay, so I want this to go through. So what if we change this to a not equal? And same with this. So those should now both be going through. But now let's get rid of one of these. So now, before I look at it, let me just say in my head, the top one should be dead. Actually, they should both be dead. Alright. No, the top one, why is this one? Oh, this one's green, but it doesn't matter. But this is where a trash can might help. Because it's going to send these shapes through that are left over until they dry up. Alright. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and put in a stacker. Doesn't matter at this stage, top or bottom. It doesn't matter. What my old triple stacker look like? Oh, it's smaller. Okay. I don't know why I recreated it and made it bigger. So I'm going to come back and use this one. And that is the way that would look. Okay. Oh no. I just realized upper levels are not going to be able to use these trash cans, are they? Arg. Now we do this. Nope, they cannot use those. Alright, let's get rid of all of this. And move trash cans to here. And so bottom one can go right in. We could do that. We could have double. Oh, trash can. You are annoying. And the second layer could come out and do that. Yeah, there's still not enough room, is there? Our third layer. What if we did something totally different? First, we'll bring these guys out. Like so. Okay, that means these two ends we can figure out. And let's see. All right, let's just do this one. And yeah, because we can have that and that for the third layer. Getting rid of these guys. Hey. There. Nope. There. And there. I don't know how we're going to get rid of that. If these guys... No. Alright, I need to do something different. Okay, I think I figured it out. I added space here. I took up this space. Let's do this. I'm gonna get all this and doubled it up. Layered up. Boom, boom, boom. So yes, this should be taking things. Should not be sending them into here. Should be sending stuff. Oh wait. Oh yeah, this one is sending there. That's fine. All right. Then this one, when I build that out, all right, let's do this. Adding a space there and space there. Get rid of this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, get rid of all that. Then trash. We'll put there. All right, there, and there. This one goes straight in. That one goes like so. That one goes over, and this one like that. And I'm going to copy all of this. Not there. Yeah, there. All right, and then this goes in there. That one goes in that trash. That one goes in that trash. That one goes in that trash. All right, so then this don't want to duplicate all the wiring. Okay. Okay, so these top ones and the middle ones should come in and go off to the side. Yay. All right. Oh my goodness. All right. Gang, my brain is fried. I think that's going to be it for today. Next, we need to copy all this up here and here. I can see that we don't have enough room, so we're going to have to go off to the right. We're also going to need to get these guys wired up. And going again. Wait, do we need? Yeah, but this is wrong too. Oh my god. All right, not worried about it. Actually, I think what we need to do is just get rid of all this wiring here. Because if I'm just going to use the receivers in here, you know, keeping the receivers there is not a big deal. Having multiple receivers is fine. It's fine. It is not going to cause any pain because we're not copying, moving, and shifting things around. This will be the last one here before the color, and that works great. Okay. So, all right. We'll get this all cleaned up. We will be back next episode. Keep this party rocking. So thank you so much for joining. Again, if you haven't, please like, please subscribe, and we will catch you next one. This is Gramps, signing off.